For me, it's about the law and people. I just need facts, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Just facts. And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. And I encouraged people to talk to each other to try to resolve their problems.
Justice with truth.
Do not waste your time and do not waste mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Pérez. Stacey Chavez is suing Sandy Gutierrez in the amount of $9,000. Ms. Chavez claims the defendant spitefully canceled the catering for an ex-boyfriend's wedding and says her reputation as a caterer was damaged as a result.
Ms. Chavez, I understand you have a catering company.
Yes.
Apparently you suffered some very bad press, right?
Correct. I've had a successful business for 10 years, and I cater to weddings, huge parties. And due to a recent wedding fallout that I had with the Banderas, my business has struggled due to a bitter ex-girlfriend defrauding the wedding.
So just explain to me what that means. So you're a catering company, you contracted with your witness. Why don't you go ahead and stand, Mr. Banderas, next to Ms. Chavez, if I have to ask you a question. So you had a contract with Mr. Banderas to cater his wedding.
Correct.
Okay. And tell me about the wedding that you were supposed to cater for him.
The Banderas were a great couple, and I usually require a deposit. Usually it's a $500 deposit, and I require advance notification before the wedding if they're going to cancel.
Okay.
And it was a complex wedding. They had 150 guests total. And so it required me to hire vendors.
Got it. The food, the setup, the linen, the dishes, the glasses. Okay.
Correct.
So that's a lot of work to do.
Correct.
So you have a, what did you say, 3-month cancellation?
2 months in advance.
Okay.
And I was communicating with them for 6 months. Everything seemed fine. And I received a phone call from a supposed wedding planner, which turns out to be Mr. Banderas' bitter ex-girlfriend.
Ms. Gutierrez, okay.
Correct, yes. And she had all the information, like the payment, the location of the wedding, all the details. She was saying that apparently the bride had called off the wedding because she found out that her soon-to-be husband had cheated on her. There were no red flags whatsoever. I took it as a cancellation. I communicated with them through email. I never heard back.
With the Banderas?
Correct, with the Banderas. I never heard back.
So you sent them an email?
Text messages, email.
Text messages saying, here's your cancellation agreement or the receipt. Did they have to pay you anything for a cancellation, for canceling?
Yes, I do require time in advance. Otherwise, there is a 50% that gets reduced.
And did the wedding planner cancel within that time? Did they do it 2 weeks before the wedding or
2 days before the actual wedding?
So 2 days before the actual wedding?
Correct.
Wow, okay.
So on the day of the wedding, I received voicemails. I was bombarded with phone calls asking, where is everyone? And I was like, what do you mean? The wedding has been canceled. The wedding planner actually is who I was in communication with.
Who called you to ask you where you are?
The wedding planner was
the actual wedding planner.
The actual wedding planner.
Not the fake wedding planner.
Exactly.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I'm not ready for you.
And I said, well, the Banderas have canceled. I received a phone call. She said, what are you talking about? No. When the wedding planner asked me what was going on, I immediately reached out to the Banderas, and I pretty much gave them their deposit back. And I come to find out that it was a fraud.
Okay.
It was fraud.
Before that, I'm going to ask you about the negative publicity. How did this affect your business?
As a result, there were 150 guests at the wedding, and the Banderas wrote horrible reviews, Google reviews, Yelp reviews, and their guests.
Wow.
They're right. And as a result of that, I had future events planned, and as a result of that, I lost a total of $9,000.
And did those clients who canceled the $9,000, did they specifically say because we heard about what happened at the Banderas wedding, or we don't want to hire you?
Yes.
Okay, so you lost $9,000 directly as a result of that.
Correct.
Okay. Now, then explain to me why we are here suing Ms. Gutierrez.
She's a fraud. She defrauded everything. She called off the wedding. She acted like she was the wedding planner.
Mr. Banderas, what happened when you found out that Ms. Chavez was not at your wedding to cater?
I was shocked, surprised, astonished. I didn't know what was happening, and at the time we have a wedding to plan, and so I'll be the first thing we did was just get pizza for everyone.
It's a story you'll tell for the rest of your life, right?
Exactly.
All right.
DIY wedding. That's how we do it.
That's okay.
Coming up on Justice for All.
What was your intent when you called?
To ruin the catering for the wedding.
Wow, you are super honest.
At least I'm honest.
And later,
Are you so insecure that you don't trust your girlfriend?
I'm not insecure, Your Honor.
You clearly are insecure because you are telling me that she's cheating because she got a massager from her boss.
we're back with the case of Stacey Chavez, who is suing Sandy Gutierrez for tortious interference.
So you ended up having a good wedding.
Yes,
So you
yeah.
gave her very negative reviews. All of your friends, all the guests, your family, they basically destroyed her reputation.
Correct. We were under the presumption.
Correct. You destroyed her
Yes.
reputation. Okay.
Yes. Your Honor, my ex is just not someone easy to just cope with, and I'm under the suspicion that she may have used my credit card to make that previously. Yes, to make
And that's
this
why she
payment as
had.
well.
So now you know it was Ms. Gutierrez posing as a wedding planner that canceled the contract with Ms. Chavez.
Right. About a week after my honeymoon, my best man, Andy, he had reached out to me, and he just confessed that he had been dating, hooking up with my ex, and that he had shared information about our wedding, including who we hired.
Oh, so she got
that's-
all the info from Andy.
Yes.
Got it. So then you found out it was her who called?
Yes.
And then what did you do to Ms. Chavez?
Well, we revamped the reviews. We let everybody know, hey, there was a grave mistake. So I'm doing my best to.
She still lost, so that's why you're here as a witness. All right.
Yes.
So, Ms. Gutierrez, where did you get this bright idea to interfere with somebody else's business?
Your Honor, respectfully, I never said I was the wedding planner. I said I was calling in regards to the Banderas wedding.
Okay.
So that was
So
on
you
her.
admit that you did call?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's great and honest of you. And when you called, what was your intent when you called the caterer, Ms. Chavez?
To ruin the catering for the wedding.
Wow, you are super honest.
At least I'm honest.
Well, no, thank
At
God.
least I'm honest.
I'm so happy about
That's
that.
something I can say about
Okay,
myself.
good.
Some people in this room can't say
Okay,
it.
so then you knew that Mr. Banderas and his future wife had a contract with Stacey Chavez and her catering company. So you knew that
Yes.
there was an established contract already between them, right?
Yes, I
Number
found
one.
that out through Andrew. Yes.
But you intentionally called
yes.
and told her the contract's off.
Yes. But I never claimed, I want to put that out there, I never claimed to be the wedding planner.
Okay, what was your justification for doing that?
Well, Your Honor, I have receipts. This man right here, if you want to even call him that, actually cheated on me.
When did you stop dating him?
This was a year ago. And
Over a year ago?
yes.
Okay, and you still care about a guy who married somebody else?
Yes, Your Honor, but
Why waste your time on some dude who married somebody else and not you? So you were so hurt you had to get back at him.
yes.
So your intent was not a justification, but your intent was to just get back at him
Yes.
and ruin his wedding and her wedding because she was the woman that he cheated on you with.
yes.
So based on that, you interfered with the business of Ms. Chavez. Did you know what potentially could happen to Ms. Chavez? Her business? Did you even know Ms. Chavez?
No, I didn't know her.
You know, under the law, there's many different ways that we can look at it. I could say that you committed fraud, you misrepresented, but you know what's even better is something that you interfered, you know, with her business, with a contract, and you did it recklessly, knowing it would cause harm, because you knew there was a contract between Ms. Chavez and the Banderas. Number one, you knew that. right? There was an established contract with them. You intentionally, without any justification, the only justification being you needed to satisfy your need for revenge, you intentionally ruined that contract and canceled it. Hence, because of that, she suffered harm in her business. That under the law is actionable. She lost 2 businesses worth $9,000. Revenge ain't that expensive. So under the law, every element, your honesty ticked every single element under the law to show that you negligently interfered with a contract and you knew that what you were doing would intentionally cause harm to the business. But what your intent was really to cause harm to him.
Yes, I did not mean to cause harm to the business.
I know, I got it, but you did, unfortunately. And you maybe made yourself look a little bad. So, to starters, I would like to see that 2 Latina women support each other, and then maybe you could apologize to her, because she had nothing to do with it. And unfortunately, though, Ms. Gutierrez, this court will find you responsible for the $9,000 economic loss. So based on the evidence, I will find in favor of the plaintiff, and I will rule that the defendant reimburse the plaintiff $9,000 for the economic loss suffered due to her intentional acts. Good luck, ladies. All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $9,000.
I feel like justice prevailed today, and I'm ready to have a successful business.
I apologize to Ms. Chavez and once again reiterate I did not mean to cause any harm to the business.
Coming up on Justice for All.
Raymond just got really jealous and started accusing me of all sorts of things.
She's spending a lot of time with him, you know, late at night.
I mean, are you so insecure that you don't trust your girlfriend?
Sasha Elser is suing Raymond Lemlin in the amount of $350. Ms. Elser claims her ex-boyfriend deliberately lost a box of her belongings that contained a massage gun given to her by her boss, and says he did it because he was insecure.
So, Ms. Elser, you are here today suing the defendant for $350. You claim that he intentionally misplaced some of your items when you were moving. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
That is exactly why I'm here today.
Give me some facts, please.
Well, Raymond is now my ex-boyfriend. We started dating and it was really great. And the one thing I kind of noticed was he would get really jealous of like any male relationship I had, especially my boss, Fred, at the company I work for. We've been working closely for 3 years now. Lately, I'd expressed interest in moving up in the company, so he started inviting me to stay on a little bit later, have some meetings, and get my input on new projects. And Raymond just got really jealous and started accusing me of all sorts of things.
Of having an affair with your boss? Or
That being one of them, yeah.
Oh, okay. And did you have any proof, Mr. Lemlin, that this was happening?
I was meeting her at her workplace. We had a nice little picnic outside. You know, they have tables outside the building. But her boss decided to show up unannounced. I had no idea he was going to be there. And he just was really probing me with questions the whole time, asking me, oh, have you taken her out to Hugo's Steakhouse? Have you taken her out to the oyster bar? Just really trying to tear me down.
You thought what, he was attacking you or testing your manhood or what?
Your Honor, if I could say, it made him insecure.
So you're suing him for $350 because you claim he lost a box when you were moving that contained a massager,
Yes.
a juicer, and a coffee maker, right?
Yes.
So you're suing for the value of those 3 items.
Yes, ma'am. And
Okay.
I have evidence I'd like to submit
Okay,
here.
Cinder?
There is a receipt of a newly bought-in massage gun because mine was misplaced. So I bought another one, the exact same kind,
Okay.
which I have here.
So
I've
is
been
this a
using
gift
every
that
day.
was given to you by your boss?
Exactly.
By her
Okay.
boss personally.
It was a Christmas gift.
Yep.
Coming up,
So what happened to that box, Mr. Raymond, that had the massager, the juicer, and the coffee maker?
It's a mystery to me.
Come on. We were not born yesterday.
we're back with the case of Sasha Elser, who is suing Raymond Lemlin for property loss.
Why do you care?
She's spending a lot of time with him, you know, late at night. And
I mean, are you so insecure that you don't trust your girlfriend?
I'm not insecure, Your Honor.
You clearly are insecure because you are telling me that she's cheating because she got a massager from her boss and she stays late at work. So then let's get back to how you believe he intentionally misplaced your juicer, this massager, and the coffee maker.
Yes, Your Honor. So the day before Christmas Eve, I was moving apartments from a studio to a one-bedroom in Philadelphia, and Raymond was kind enough to come over and help me pack. So we packed up everything that night. There had to have been like 20 plus boxes, and there's a picture in the evidence of one of the boxes that is labeled stuff with a smiley face on it, and that one, for a fact, had those 3 items in it.
Okay.
So
You packed it or he packed it?
He packed it.
Okay.
I texted him and was like, that's when I noticed the box was missing when I started to unpack. And I was like, hey, like, you packed this and carried this into the car and house.
Did you see him packing that box?
I did see him.
Did you see him putting that box into his car?
I didn't see him put the box into the car, but I saw him pack the...
Did you see him carry the box that said that said stuff on it?
No.
So what happened to that box, Mr. Raymond, that had the massager, the juicer, and the coffee maker?
I don't know, Your Honor. I carried so many boxes in and out of that apartment and put them in the cars, unloaded them.
Mystery?
It's a mystery to me. She texted me and she said, hey, I can't find this box. Did you happen to take my personal massager? And I'm like, no, why would I want to take a vibrator that someone else gave you?
Oh, my God.
Really? This is a vibrator? I mean, come on, really?
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns.
Why wouldn't I think then naturally that you would dispose of the massager, since that is what bugged you? I mean, I'm inclined to believe that you took that box and either threw it away or did something with it, and now you're claiming like, oh, I don't know what happened. I mean, logically, that's what I could put 2 and 2 together. Unfortunately, I don't have the facts to support that legally. So what I think Raymond did is not enough for me to say this is concrete proof that he destroyed a box with a juicer and a massager and whatever for me to say that he owes you the value of the massager. Raymond knows what he did.
Yeah.
We all know what he did.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, based on the evidence, I cannot grant your claim for $350. I really wish I could. But Raymond knows what happened to it, and maybe someday he'll fess up to it. All right? Good luck.
Thank you.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I told you once, I'll tell you again. I didn't steal your vibrator.
I wish you the best, honestly, but I'm glad we're done.